All right, I'm gonna try to do a little mini lesson on vertex form. This is something that I personally just learned to do this year as well. So if I don't do a very good job of presenting it to you, sorry. We'll get better at it together then. So vertex form is kind of like a standard form, but when it's written in that particular form, in that particular style, you can quickly pull the vertex of the parabola out. And your vertex will always represent a maximum or a minimum value of your parabola, of your quadratic equation. Okay. So if it's a maximum, it'll represent like the maximum number of money or time or days or whatever that you could make. If it's a minimum, it would represent the least amount of those particular things you make. Okay. And in vertex form, just like standard form, the A is going to represent whether your parabola opens up, and that'll be if it's positive. And if your A value is negative, it's going to open down. Okay. The H value and the K value, they work together to make your vertex. So if I had a problem that looks something like this, P of x is equal to -3 times the quantity x minus 5, close that parenthesis, squared, plus 12. This here is my A value. This here is my H value. And this here is my K value. So this would be a parabola that opens down. So if it opens down, it looks like that. So that means it's going to have a maximum somewhere here. And that maximum is going to be at this vertex. So it's got a maximum vertex of 5, 12. So if it was talking about like money or profits, okay, we would say like this one's talking about the profit of something. So we would have a maximum profit when something is at 5. Okay, so when something goes on my x value of 5, we would reach a max of 12. Okay, so after 5 hours, I would be at a maximum distance of 12 miles. Or after selling 5 shirts, I would have made a maximum of $12. Okay, so that's a quick little rundown to vertex form right there. Okay, if you have another situation, something like this. Okay, this one's already written in vertex form. Okay. And it wants to know how long will something hit the ground. When something hits the ground, okay, if it's modeled by this particular equation, we're looking for the zeros. We're looking for those roots. So we actually just have to solve this and either factor it, use the quadratic equation, you use radicals, whatever. So this one here is actually set up to solve with radicals. Okay, I'll show you what I mean by that, taking the square root of both sides. Okay, you can change that to 0. Bring that positive 180 over. divide by -5. So that gives me 36. So now I've got a situation where this is a perfect square and this is a perfect square. So we can just take the square root of both sides. So it's going to be plus n minus 6 is equal to x minus 4. Which you probably couldn't see any of that. And so we got that plus or minus 6 is equal to that. And then you're going to add that 4 to those numbers. Okay, so we really have 6 is equal to x minus 4. And we have -6 is equal to x minus 4. And so I get 10 is equal to x. Or I get -2 is equal to x. And those are your roots. So hopefully that's enough little mini lesson if you're working on that one Khan Academy. If not, I'll do a little bit more with this throughout the week, and it will be on next week's bell work. So don't sweat it too much. Just see if that helps you a little bit. Have a great day.